Coming up with viral video ideas can feel like chasing shadows. You're always a step behind. But what if I told you there's a tool that automatically scrapes the top performing YouTube videos from your competitors in a matter of seconds? Okay, there you go. And there you have it. Here's the twist. It doesn't guess what might work. It shows you exactly what's trending right now, so you're never starting from scratch. In this video, I'm going to be using Airtable, which is similar to Google Sheets but on steroids, and n8n, a very popular and customizable automation platform that lets you incorporate AI to do a lot of complex tasks that can help you your business or your personal life. If you want to follow along, make sure you sign up for those platforms. I'll also leave a link to those resources down in the description below. All right, let's get started. This is what the main page of n8n looks like. We're going to create a new workflow and we're going to title this YouTube scraper demo. And the very first thing that any workflow needs is a trigger. So to add that, we're going to hit this plus sign, hit trigger manually, and there it is. Now we're in our Airtable. I've titled my base YouTube channel scraper demo. If you're following along, go ahead and do the same. Title it whatever you want. For the first table, the columns that we're going to need are channel ID, view count, subscribers, and total views. For your second table, we're going to need title, views, likes, comments, and the channel name. We're back in table 1, and in this column here, we want to add the channels that we want to scrape. I've picked a few in the food niche that we can use in this demo. Once that's all set up, you're going to hover over to your icon, select it, and go all the way down to Builder Hub. Here, you're going to create a new token. Name your token. I'll name it Demo. And then you want to add your scopes. You're going to add data records read, data records write, and then schema basis read. Then you're going to go over to access, hit add your base, and add the base that we were working on. You probably won't have as many as I have here, but once you find it, go ahead and select it, then hit create token and copy that. Once you have that copied, head back to n8n, hit the plus sign, type in Airtable, hit it, and we're going to use search records. Go over to create new credential and then paste your token here. Hit the save and it should go green and you should be good to go. And for resource, we're going with record. Operation is search. Base will be from list, and we're going to select the one that we created earlier, which is YouTube channel scraper demo. And we want to choose the table that has all the channel IDs. It's table 1 for me. Let's test it out by hitting execute. And we see 3 items, channel IDs here. And we look over at the table. We see all 3 that we had. That's what we want. Let's pin this data really quick. The next node we're going to need is an HTTP request. Hit the plus sign, type it in. Here we have it. Our request will be a GET, and the URL will be googleapis.com/u/v3/search. And if you want to know how I got that, just go on to your search bar and type in YouTube API documentation. It should be the first one that pops up and has all the documentation you'll need, so you can look through that if you're interested. So the first thing we're going to do is send some parameters. In the names, hit Q, and for value, we're going to drag over the channel ID, and then we're going to add type, which will be channel, and then we're going to add max results. Value will be 1, and then we want part, snippet. Next, we're going to add our API key, so name will be key. And to find your API key, there's a few steps, but I promise you it's not that bad. Just follow along. But first, you're going to go to console.cloud.google.com. Go ahead and log in with your account. Then you're going to hover over here and then create a new project. I'm going to name my project YouTube Scraper. Go ahead and create, then select project. And then you want to go to API and services. Go ahead and select that, hit library, and then you want to look for the YouTube data API v3. Select it and then hit enable. And then you're going to go to API and services again. And then now we're going to go to credentials. Hit create credentials. Hit API key, copy this API key. Be careful, don't show this to anyone because it will expose you. Then paste it here at value. And there you have it. Now let's test this step. We're gonna hit execute. All right, let's look at schema. It's just a little bit easier to read. Now we have all the data from his channel. Joshua Wiseman, description here, URL. All right, so it worked.
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect, everything, down to the last minute details.
Then we're gonna go back to our edit and reopen our HTTP request, delete what you had here at your value, and then drag over your channel name again, then test the step by hitting execute, and we should be back to where we were. I apologize, but I do wanna go back because I did mess up a little bit. So if we look back at our Airtable, I'm gonna rename this column to channel name. I'm gonna add another column called channel ID. We also have a column that says video count, subscribers, total views, and link. So if you're following along, make sure all your columns are titled the same. From here, what we're gonna do is add another HTTP request. Hit the plus sign, type it in. We're gonna leave it as a get method. We're gonna go back to our previous, copy this URL, paste it here. Instead of search, we're now gonna do channels. Then we're gonna send query parameters. We want part, snippet, comma, statistics, comma, content, details. Add parameters again, ID. Drag in our channel ID, which will be under items, channel ID. Go ahead and drag that over. Add another parameter for your key, and we're gonna paste in that same API key. All right, let's go ahead and test this step. Hit execute. Let's check this over, make sure everything's correct. We have 3 items. And when you scroll all the way down, you have all your statistics here that we need. Now we can move forward. Now we're just gonna fill in the columns. Columns to match on should automatically be populated as ID. So if you look over to our left, scroll all the way down and open up our Airtable node, expand it, we're gonna find that ID. So go ahead and drag that over. Now we're gonna scroll back up, and we already had our channel name filled out in our Airtable manually by us if you look here. So we're just gonna delete that because we don't need it. We do need our channel ID, so we're gonna scroll until we find the right one, and it should be under items, channel ID here. Drag it over and drop it. And we're gonna repeat this step for all the statistics. Video count, subscribers, total views. For your link, what you're gonna do, you're gonna hover over to any YouTube channel. You're gonna copy this portion, including the /, paste it here, and then you're gonna look for custom URL. Grab it and then drag it over like that. And now we're gonna execute to test this step. And as you see, it's just auto-populated. Double check that everything looks correct. Now we wanna feed some of that data back into our Airtable. Plus sign Airtable, same thing, but this time we're going to create or update a record. Hit create or update from list, the same one we created earlier, the same table from earlier, table 1. I should have did this earlier, but now I'm gonna go back and start naming my HTTP requests so I don't get confused. I'm gonna name the first one get channel ID. We named that. The next one, I'm gonna rename it to get channel statistics. And I did that because we're gonna add another HTTP request, and we're gonna name this one get videos. For the URL, we're gonna go back to the first one because we're using the same URL. Copy it. Now we're gonna go back here and paste it. Now we're gonna send some parameters again. This time it's gonna be part, snippet. We're gonna add another parameter, order by view count, another parameter, max. Results. I'm gonna limit the number of results to 5, but you can set it to whatever value you want. Now we're gonna add another parameter. It's gonna be channel underscore lowercase I D. Then you're gonna go ahead and drag that over. Channel ID, drop it in like that. And next one will be your API key, and go ahead and just paste it in value. So I just executed this step by clicking this. And you want to check, make sure you got all the data that you need. So let's look over at table. We have 3 items. I'm gonna scroll over a little bit. And you can see tons of data. That's what we want. All right, we can move on. All right, now go ahead and copy this URL. We're gonna need it for the next one. Plus sign, we're gonna do another HTTP request. Paste that URL here. Now we're gonna do videos. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna send query parameters again. We're gonna need part, snippet, comma, statistics, add another parameter, ID, and we're gonna go ahead and drag this over. At the end, add in a comma, copy the whole thing, and we're gonna add this 4 more times because we want 5 items, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Delete that last comma, we don't need it. And wherever it says 0, we're gonna change the number. Numbering always starts with 0, so the next one will be 2, 3, sorry. Numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty. Last parameter, key, your API key again. Hit that, put that there. One thing, it didn't work, and that was because you gotta make this a lowercase I. Now let's test it. All right, there we go. Let's take a look at our data. All right, if we scroll down, we do have statistics. We have view count, like count, favorite count, comment count. All right, good. So I'm just gonna move this over here so we can see everything in one screen. Next, we're gonna wanna split out all that data. So type in split out after you hit the plus sign. Split out node. Then you're gonna drag in your items, right over here. Now let's test it. All right, cool. We have 14 items. Now we want to add it back to our Airtable. So let's hit the plus sign again, Airtable, and we're going to go with create a record. We're going to use the same base. This time we're going to use table 2. Okay, we're going to push all that data into table 2. Take a look at this. We're going to go with title here, views, likes, comment. And for the channel, we're going to go with channel title here. Drop it in. Let's execute the steps, see what happens. Maybe we should watch it, see if it populates in real time. It's taking a bit. I hope it's working. Maybe we need to refresh this. Okay, there you go. And there you have it. Now you can research all of your top competitors in your niche and get all their top performing videos into your data. This can help you decide what topics worked for them and how they titled them to get their videos to go viral. If you want to see how I built an Instagram scraper to help you go viral, check this video out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about how automation and AI can scale your business.